and welcome everyone to a Sacred Symbols reading. I'm your host, Desiree DeMars, and it is Monday, January 23rd, 2023. So I want to welcome everyone that is new to this YouTube, this video cast. It's a very simple process. It just looks complicated when you're looking at the amount of pieces that we are working with, but just know that you can hone in on just a few and get some real nuggets of wisdom and guidance. We will be looking at the ancestors in our lives, and I've gone ahead and made an offering onto the cloth that I'm working on. This is also known as reading the bones. And as you settle in and get prepared for the reading, if you're following along with the invocation, I always open with a meditation, an invocation, and I follow a simple process that I call the I am process, and it stands for intention, attention, and movement. Movement, flow, where everything is in a holo movement. We are in a holographic universe and everything is moving and changing. Constantly we're spiraling through the universe at a speed you can't even imagine, and yet we feel like everything is solid. So as you sink into the cushion or the chair that you're resting on while you're preparing for this beautiful opportunity to create sacred space and see what the ancestors, see what the symbols are telling us to be open to for the week. I know astrologically where things are shifting, moving forward. We're going to have like 3 months of planets moving direct. So it's going to probably feel like a fast moving train after all this congestion and slowdown with COVID and the pandemic. But begin to attune to your breath. Take a good yawn if you need to, and just allow the head, neck, and shoulders to relax, helping you to sink your tailbone even deeper, deeper, deeper down toward the center of the earth. In fact, take at least a couple of breaths in through the nose, hold for a few seconds, and then exhale through your mouth. We're activating the vagal nerve. Inhale through the nose and hold. And exhale. Feel your shoulders relax even more deeply. Feel yourself moving more into center. And then join with me in using your imagination and feeling, sensing a brilliant white light coming down from the heavens, surrounding you and supporting you in grounding, really anchoring down to the center of the earth. Feel that activation, feel that sensation of that iron molten core. And as it grows and builds in its passion and its vitality, you feel that energy surging back up and activating your first chakra. It too, a central core of iron, the hemoglobin, right? The color red. Feel that activation within you, grounding you so that you can expand even further. And then that's exactly what this energy does. It rises up, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and white, spilling out over the top of your head like a fountain, infinite and eternal. Just really feeling that now, that beautiful light, that brilliant white light is now infused with all the colors of the rainbow, all the energies of the chakras. And then lastly, let's feel the emotional frequency of the chakras as we bring the chakras into alignment with our intention, so that all of our chakras are open, fully functioning, front and back, balanced and aligned. Joy, peace, and strength. Joy, peace, and strength. Courage at the heart. Gratitude at the throat. Humility, right, at the third eye. And divine love flowing out and up, creating a coherence with the universe, with the greater field of consciousness, this beautiful toroidal field. And in fact, as we activated our chakras, we are activating or bringing into coherence the heart and the mind, the heart and the head. And feel that coherence happening naturally, easily, and effortlessly, bringing ease and grace into this reading, into this moment, that you're just taking some time out to take care of yourself. As we create a sacred circle together, by calling in all of the directions, the east, the south, the west, the north, above, below, and the middle. All of the elementals, earth, air, fire, water, ether, plasma, neutrinos, and gammas, and all those elements yet unknown to man. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. As we open the sacred circle for all of our guides, angels, and teachers, guardians, the seen and the unseen, the magical and the mystical. Please come and be with us in this sacred circle as we prepare, as we invoke all of these energies to join us in sacred ceremony of a bone reading, this beautiful reading of the bones, the sacred symbols. Come and be with us, all of our ancestors, those who've gone before us, lived a good life and transcended, and are now here working on your behalf. Come and be with us, all those whose names we do not know, but whose blood runs through our veins. Come and be with us. Come and be with us. Please accept this offering of tobacco, of blue corn, flowers, and other elementals. Come and be with us. Come and be with us as we bring to form this idea, this inquiry, this question that we have that we want answered. May it come through our hearts, through our minds, and together through this coherence of frequency. We're going to blow 3 times into the basket. But first, I'd like to rattle just for a few seconds so that we activate that alpha and theta state of mind, of being, so that we are receptive to this brilliant golden light that now can enter our central channel, that is the golden grid, the web of light. This connection to the Akash, to our superconscious awareness. So feel that intention, and then allowing this sound to just anchor you in this beautiful expanded state. And then also affirming that not only do we receive the beauty and the power of these insights, of this information, but may it serve the greater good, and may we simply be the highest expression of light, and that all those we come in contact with will receive this same blessing. So join me. Ooh, wow, okay. Little piece popped out. Mother. Very interesting. I want you to just blow into the basket with that intention, so that only the good, only the bright, only the most potent and aligned with love, that intention, that inquiry flows through 3 of your breaths and blown into the basket. And then bear with me for one moment while I shift the screen and switch the camera. So I'm going to share my screen, and that you'll be able to see a beautiful, let's see, sorry, let's get rid of that and expand the screen here. You will see the basket in all its glory and the pieces from with a bird's eye view. And like I said, you know, normally a one-on-one reading or a group reading would take an hour, hour and a half, and we'd be looking at all the pieces. We'd be looking at the bigger picture and the smaller picture and answering questions. For the sake of these free readings on YouTube, I'm just going to hone in on a few of the key points or areas that just stand out for me and reflect that to you, as it can be great guidance for the week ahead. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful spiral here. I love that. This is fascinating. We've got 2 3s. I think we're shifting into second gear. You know, it's like we've been just chugging along in first gear, and now kaboom, we're moving into, you know, this new state of creative awareness, creativity. This 3 can be also a symbol of the Trinity, the Holy Trinity, the sacred places in the body, mind, spirit. Anything that resonates where the 1 and the 2 become greater than its parts and become 3. And this would be, now I don't know if I've got this flipped correctly. Let's see, I've got it marked, so usually this would be the way it would be showing up, but I am not certain about that. It's a little confusing because it seems to shift on its own. Let's see, but if I'm kind of calculating how this is flipping, this is closest to me. This would be close to you, or at the top of your screen. Now I'm looking at it and it's at the bottom of my screen, so I hope that it's flipping it the right way for you. And if not, you know what, and it really doesn't matter. It's more the essence of these pieces and how they are in relationship to one another. So let me shift this a little bit. There we go. A little crooked. Usually what I do is I will first look at the center area along with seeing where the inquiry popped up. So this would be you, your feet, your arms reaching out, asking for guidance. And it's interesting, we've got a horse riding right into that inquiry. We've got the mother, here we go again, mother with Saturn on top of her. I believe this is, yeah, this is Pluto. So yes, we're going through, a Pluto return, the United States, big stuff happening. It's like this bigger, these greater forces are here. We are inquiring about what in the world is going on and what's this next step happening. With especially now that we're shifting from planets in Capricorn into Aquarius. And so I would say, the inquiry, whatever you were asking about, it's all about the vision. You are a co-creator, and what are you wanting to create? What are you wanting to envision? What do you want to see in the future? And horse is moving right into whatever it is that you are holding onto. In fact, here it's saying this little piece here, it's a little bone or it's a little horn tip of an elk, and it represents that idea of work or the greater work, the work in the world. And it's saying move into what it is for you. Move into the vision of your heart, what you are wanting. It is actually a time of rebirth. Yes, of Venus, of Venusian energy, of tapping back into your love, taking some time for introspection, tapping into the energy of your power animals, really looking within, right? Bear is all about looking within. And so during this rebirth, and this is you, so this is interesting. We have the great ones on your mother's side. We have grandmother, the greats, the great great greats, and the great great greats, grandmother, and a young adult on your mother's side lined up here, 3 in a row, another 3. So interesting. And in fact, you are right on top of your grandmother. So take note of anything of interest right now, or any memories, anything about your mother's mother, your grandmother, your mother's mother, your paternal grandmother. And just take note of that in this inquiry. The great ones are with her, and it's all about something is coming into this merging or an emergence of your work in the world, your individual work in the world. You're finally having clarity of mind. It is here for you right now. And I tell you, I am really feeling that after just going through a root canal redo. Whew, if anybody's had to do that, it was, wow, I don't know, very unpleasant, to say the least. But a month down the road now, maybe 6 weeks, I finally feel like I've got my brain back and my tooth back. So this whole idea of, clarity of mind and moving forward and allowing yourself to merge with whatever it is, these opportunities, these ideas, other people, community, the work in the world that you want to do. It's like you're drawing it to you. It's almost like magnetic, using the magnetics of intention, attention. What you're placing your attention on is what manifests. So, and then just keep that all moving. Also, I want to point out, this is really beautiful. When I said that's kind of like a rebirth that we're having, we also have the ancient ancestors, the masculine ancestors, the men on both your father and mother's side. The mother is right here with this feminine, with the paternals, and this is the masculine, and it was kind of, I think, like this. So, it's this idea of, your ancient ones are really here. I feel like this is a calling in of our ancestral lineage on many levels to support us right now in this evolutionary process that's unheard of. I mean, we're going through the photon belt, this photonic light that we've never experienced before. I'm getting chills. It's like the light quality now is that of the crystalline energy. And so we are changing at our core, right? Our DNA is changing. Here's shaman. Here's the DNA right in the shaman, working with the divine feminine and this idea of innocence, your innocence and what is not yet created. In Uranus, bam, we're feeling a lot of Uranian energy right now. But so just remember, the power is in the pause of each breath. And Uranus affects us like lightning, right? Like boom, or like these ahas, or like the downloads coming, right? Just be aware of that's how these insights are playing out right now. So just go with the flow. Make it ceremonial for yourself. It's sacred. So create ceremony in your life whenever you can. We just had a new moon. I think it was yesterday. So it's a great time to really take that time. Go within, even if it's for a few minutes. Just continue to chip away at these next few days at really putting something down for yourself in a concrete way about what you want to manifest by the following month. And then we've got 3 months in a row, like I said, with all these planets moving direct, which is really fascinating, right? So it's like everything. In fact, here are most of the planets have all come in here, which is interesting, kind of coming up from behind us. It's like, they were all in retrograde and now they're moving forward. So that is fascinating configuration because we've got Jupiter, Earth, yeah, an abundance of energy. We've got the sun. The sun is shining on all of these planets, right? Like I said, we've got the solar energy coming into our field, and it's activating a new kind of power. It's activating this idea of transfiguration. That's what this bone is here. It's like we are coming into a process of transfiguration, and it's being fueled by our passion. This red stone is all about passion. Sorry about that. So really go with that, tap into community when you need support. Here is Father too, as we are coming into all of this transfiguration, this passion. Here is the Father, your Father. It's like he's kind of hovering around this circle, this cycle. It's like some kind of a cycle about home. Can you see this where I'm pointing? Home. We have buffalo tooth. So like the provisions, it's probably an important time. Look at the food prices are insane. I looked at a can of organic black beans and it was $4. How did it go from $1 to $4? It's insane. So think about long-term provisions. On the physical plane, there's some big changes happening. And so more now than ever, plant and grow your own food or co-create. Get a garden together, work in a community garden this summer if you can. And what's really, really important with all this that I've just said is, I don't think I can scooch this in any further because of where the camera is. Here, let me move the camera a little bit. This piece here is like a part of the spine that's turned into a stone, but it was on the floor, the desert floor in Taos, but it is this piece of a spine of a giant sea lily. And the teaching of giant sea lily is not only the beauty of when the lily comes up, but it's saying ground yourself. You've got to stay grounded in order to have clarity of mind for receiving whatever it is you wanted in this inquiry. You've got to stay grounded, right? Because it's big stuff. It's explosive. And so you got to stay focused, right? Stay focused. Definitely still take time for insight, because the downloads that are coming through and what might not be super clear all the time is that, you are the star that you are. We are from the stars. In fact, our water probably came from the stars. We know from meteorites, planetary pieces of other celestial bodies This is what brought in the water that covers most of the land. Now we have natural water, or just primitive water, primal water, that was here in the Earth's crust, like contained in part of the makeup of the Earth. But this water, we are learning that there's intelligence in everything, and this water, this is bringing us right now information. You know, it's all about information, and water is an information carrier. And so pay attention to the quality of the water you're drinking. Just any aspect of water, could be even sorrow, the letting go. We are all letting go so much. Just continue to let go. Here's the letting go, and the message here is it's time. It's time to receive from the letting go. Big transformations are happening from that. But what will come through that letting go is abundance beyond your imagination. Right. And so when I was saying that's a little bit of what's been locked down in some kind of fog, in the mystery for many of us, is this idea of us really being this cosmic citizen, right? And what's beautiful, I was saying, okay, so where's the key? Look at this. The lock and the key are so close together. This is grandfather on your mother's side, your maternal grandfather, right here on your third eye. And it's saying that is the key to unlocking what is true, the truth. When we're all wanting to know what's true, here's the mind. Air, the the air. This is like the brain. I was talking about this piece over here, right? Balanced brain. Here is this element of mind aligned with Pachamama and just telling us to be conscious. Here's grandfather really supporting that, and the shaman, that the key is to make a wish. The key is to trust that, you know, it's the great mystery is always here at work. The what is not yet created comes from the great mystery, and it comes explosively. It's bringing you back into your power. And so really just take advantage of this beauty and power that's coming into our awareness, into our week, and into the next 3 months. And then if we are to look at the very center here, I think this is fascinating. Here's the collective, our little collective friend Frog, this little jade frog. He is on his back at the very center saying, you know, shift your perspective. If you want to let go of things and you want change, then you are going to have, the change has to come from within, right? So, and again, what I'm seeing here, so this is it's the earth, and this is Neptune. So what has been in a fog, yeah, the fog, there's still going to be some fog, you know, as things crumble and still continue to fall apart. And as we are standing maybe at a precipice or a point of a fork in the road, really trust your intuition, trust what comes from the heart and comes through your speaking your truth. That is critical right now, because your truth is really the only truth there is. Really, your own personal truth. That's all you can live by. We are seeing this more than ever. I mean, we just can't. Who do you trust? Who do you believe? You know, this is all about soul remembering. This is what's showing up in all of our blueprints right now. It's like things that have been deeply undercover are now coming to surface, right? So stay on your eagle's perch. Know you're protected. Look forward. Look straight ahead. There's Eagle Condor looking up at its crown chakra. Look up and receive the downloads. I have been just getting so many creative downloads. I can't even keep up with it. I don't know how I'm going to organize everything, but I've been journaling a lot. And hopefully what is meant to come into fruition will come to surface and really stick once I get into reviewing that. And I would say that's what's at the key, really. Just know we're going through a collective evolution right now. Be willing to shift your perspective, be willing to have soul remembering, be willing to receive downloads, trust what's coming through. And no, we're getting a double whammy. A double whammy of creative flow right now, right? Of sacred charge, sacred energy coming through. So I want to invite all of you. I will mention it again. I think I have for the last couple of readings, but coming up at the end of the month is the Shift Network's Ancestral Healing Summit. So let me stop sharing here. Okay. And I just want to invite everyone to the summit. I hope you'll join me. There are going to be about 30 some other incredible speakers and teachers all participating, right, in this summit. And it's every aspect that you can imagine. Everything from, I'll be doing a ceremony for the ancestors, for calling the ancestors in, making them a part of the summit, and in that way. And then there'll be people speaking about ancestral healing from every aspect imaginable, through science, through mediumship, through channeling, you name it. I just love, and it's all for free. I'm going to put the link where you can register for this free summit below the video. And I hope you join me and all of us who've come together to make this annual summit happen at the Shift Network for 2023. Couldn't be at a better time. And I'm just thrilled. I'm thrilled and honored to be a part of it. So I hope you'll join me, and I hope you'll share that with friends, lovers, family, community, and know that I'm offering a bonus video if you sign up for the bonuses. Many of the other participants or interviewees are offering all kinds of bonuses, and that way you have lifelong recordings of all of this, and you actually have work materials to continue your journey even after the summit is over, if you really want to do some deep diving into the work that you've learned about in the summit. So let's close the circle. I hope some of this is something has sparked a chord in you, and just with gratitude and appreciation for the opportunity to be on this good red road, for this beauty, for the ancestors to be actively participating in our lives in full faith. So be it. Aho.